It's just my speed. I just use my shakes and all. My daddy be teaching me. I watch Odell Beckham. I'm an Odell Beckham fan. And that's all I got to say.
So how many touchdowns you scored tonight?
2. And I like Odell Beckham only did 1 touchdown. It's good.
It's good? So tell me about your touchdown tonight.
Nobody catch me because I'm so fast and I make goofy touchdowns. My daddy teach me how to play football. I'm how to make touchdowns.
Get him, look! Turn around, go! Go, Sam! Go, Sam! Go, Sam!
1008 TVU Sports, we back in the building, man. We about to hit y'all with a fresh edition of the 2019 Top 5, the Novice Division. Y'all think I've been sleeping on the Novice? I wasn't. I was just letting the league play out a little bit so I can get a little more detail about what's going on within that league. But before I get into the Top 5, I want to give my just due to the Itty Bitty League. We kicked off our week 1 with the Itty Bitties, and I do have some updates for y'all. In the first game of our Itty Bitty League, the Norman Wildcats lost to the Milne Raiders by the score of 30-14. 30 P's. 30 P's. And in our second game, the Goretti Saints beat the Joe W. Brown Spartans by a score of 14-12, led by Mr. Sean Fournette himself on a touchdown on the last play of the game to win it for the Baby Saints. And in the third game that kicked it off, that finished us up, the Norman Wildcats beat the Harrell Rams 14-12. So in all, we had 3 good games. It was a great day for Itty Bitty. It went over a little bit of time. So if you're all with the Itty Bitties, just know that the games won't go over like they did last week. And this week we will be at Milne for the Itty Bitties. We will be at Milne's for the Itty Bitties this week. But just know that the game won't go over like they did last Saturday. Now, November 26th. Tuesday, November 26th. Y'all already know what it is. The 4th annual 1008 TVU Sports Awards. The 4th annual 1008 TVU Sports Awards. Y'all know what it's about. Y'all know what it's hitting for. Now it's time that we get this thing moving. All y'all coaches, if y'all ain't holler at me, I need y'all to holler at me. Because if you don't holler at me, it's going to be very hard for me to get your players in. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you, because coaches already been hollering at me, doing what they need to do. So the coaches that haven't hollered at me, it's going to be hard for me to get extra players of yours in if you don't holler at me. And that's all that's about. Let's dive into this top 5. But on today's show, I got a special guest via telephone, Coach Torrey Martin of the Norman State Wildcats, and he's going to go through the top 5 with me and give me an update on how he see and how he view each of these teams in the top 5. Coach Martin, what's happening with you?
How you doing, man? Let's dive into it, Coach.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Coming in at number 5 is your team, the Norman State Wildcats. Give me a rundown on how you see your team.
Well, I see this team getting better and better as weeks go on, Coach. You know, we started off, just in the summertime, just working on a lot of particular things, and I see how these kids are attacking it every day, man. I see them getting better, man. So I'm really excited to see these kids get better each and every day and continue to put the work in to get better.
You have some kids on this team, some nice notable names that I've come to find out about. But one in particular, your touchdown score from a week ago, Chance Bailey. Talk about that kid for me.
Oh, man, this is a first-year player, man. And for him to, step in and to give us an element that he's giving us right now, man, I'm pretty excited about it. And the good thing about Chance, man, Chance got another year, so for him to be doing the things that he's doing on his first year, that's very exciting, man.
Then we all know about the Romalises, right?
Oh, man, that kid there, man, is tough as nails, man. That kid that's going to bring it on the offensive side, on the defensive side, I just was looking at him, just stuffing things up in the middle. Man, Romalin Harris is a special player.
What about Dennis Christopher?
Well, Dennis Christopher, he's a son of a coach.
I was about to say that name
sounds.
sounds familiar to me. I was just about to say that name sounds familiar.
Yes, sir. His dad played at Landry. I'm sorry.
I know Dennis Sophie B. Wright coach. He the coach at Sophie B.
Yeah, and he's the head coach over at Sophie B. Wright.
What up, Coach Dennis?
This kid right here, man, is very tough, man. And this is a kid that I love coaching, man. He's a very coachable kid, a kid that's going to give you his all each and every day, man.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about this kid.
Move along to this number 14, the Joe W. Brown Spartans. I know they play on the in the eastern side of the bracket. You might not see much on them, but Coach, let me tell you, they have a kid on this team. The Honey Badger. You heard about the Honey Badger, Coach?
Wow. Yes, sir.
Kenneth
Yes, sir.
Tyler. No, not Tyra Matthew. Kanye Tyler. Kanye is the new Honey Badger in the city.
He's the new Honey Badger?
He the new Honey Badger.
Now, for you to give this kid that type of recognition, now this kid must be coming with it, man.
He's special. He's one of the elite players. He reminds me of remember Terrell Wilkes when they had Terrell Wilkes at Joe Brown at 5 and 6?
I heard of him, but I never seen a kid in action, but I heard of him.
Well, he's a special kid like a Terrell Wilkes. And this kid, the Honey Badger, is leading this Joe W. Brown team off to a 3-0 start. So they are making some noise. And the thing I want to say about this team, and I'm gonna hit on Goretti with this part of it. Goretti and Joe Brown play this week, right?
Okay.
Goretti lost to Joe.
So we got Coach Bam going against one of the legends of football and Coach Buddy.
That's right. But guess what though?
What you got?
Bam beat Buddy the last 2 years though.
Are you serious?
Bam beat Buddy the last 2 years. So
wow, you're giving me some insider stuff out of this.
Yes.
Right?
So it's a meaningful game for Coach Bam and for Coach Buddy. And then it's Joe Brown and Goretti. Who the best team in the East is? Huh?
Ooh, the battle of the East.
The battle of the East.
The East, what they call it now, the East Beast?
East Beast. It's about to go down to see who's going to be the leader.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's move along to the number 3 team, right? And it's the Willie Hall Panthers. Coach Leno, a coach I know you respect a lot and have a high respect for. Talk to me about this Willie Hall team as you see it, as you know it to be.
One thing that you know about Willie Hall that's going to be coached by Coach Leno, Coach Sean, and the gang, they're going to come with it on the defensive side of the ball.
Exactly.
I know that they took the tough 12-0 loss to Milne on Friday.
Right.
But I talked to Coach Leno, and he was telling me that the game was like 6-0 all the way until like 2 minutes to go within the game. So, and Milne bust one for like 3rd and 25 with Mr. Special Mike, So
Mr. 1008.
Mr. 1008, Special Mike is what I call him, Coach. So I believe that Leno is going to regroup. He's going to get his team together. He's going to get busy on the defensive side of the ball. And don't count Willie Hall out, man.
Never.
As long as they have that coaching staff over there, we're talking about a very veteran coaching staff, you can never count a team like that out.
Never. And the number 2 team you just played and took a tough loss to, Coach Mitch and the Harrell Rams. Give me the insight. You've seen them firsthand. Give me the insight on this Harrell team.
I gotta give it to Mitch, man. Like I previously said, he came in with a game plan, and that was ball control, and he stuck with it. No matter when he was down, no matter when he was up, he stuck with his game plan. He didn't get rattled. He just made things happen throughout that game, man. So, shouts out to Mitch and the Harrell Rams because, man, that was a very, very tough game, man. And I don't look for nothing different coming from those 2 teams when they battle, because every year that they battle is usually like a tough.
It's a good rival.
6-0 is a 6-0 game, so man, that was a great game on Friday.
It's becoming one of the better rivals in the city with the Harrell and Norma 5 and 6 year old. It's becoming a good rival in the city. And let me ask you this about Mitch. Mitch, young coach. That's why I like him. He young coach. What do you see in Mitch from year one Mitch to now when you look at Mitch?
I think that he's settling down and he's let the game come to him a little bit more, and he's like doing his homework a little bit more, man. Because when he first came in, you know, it was like, you know, he was new to the game, and you know, it was like he was really getting blown out a lot of games. But now, you know, he put in his due diligence. He's getting his kids in the right position. He's watching what's going on around him. And you know, as a coach on this level, man, you have to put in that time with those kids. If you're not, it's going to show on the field. You know, so I got to give it to Coach Mitch. You know, it's showing that he's taking out the time with those kids, and he's really getting it in with those kids.
Let's move along. The number one team. Y'all know who it is already. Led by the Hot Boys. You know about the Hot Boys, Coach? Mr. 1008. The week 3 Novice Player of the Week 2. Mr. 1008, Lil Mike McClendon. The week 3 Player of the Week. But give me what you got on the Millionaire Raiders and the Hot Boys.
Man, I got to give it to Coach Jude and Coach Mike over there. You know, they're working with something special over there, man. You know, so they got, like I said, Lil Mike, you call him Mr. 1008.
Yes, sir.
You know, the kid is special,
yes, sir.
man. The kid is very special, man. You know, he's a kid that it's like, in so many ways, he could take what he want, man. You know, it's like, with kids like that, you just got to sit back and have your popcorn and just, if you're in the stands,
enjoy the moment.
You're going to be in for a good game, man, anytime that kid is playing. And he also bring it on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes, yes.
You know?
And I've always liked this team because outside of Lil Mike, I've always liked with Dallas and BJ, the element they bring to the team too. Because if you think Lil Mike gonna get you, Dallas is gonna get you. BJ is gonna get you. So it's like they're really not a one-man show. They do have other playmakers on that team too. So I think this Millionaire team moving forward, what I see, and I love you too. I love Mitch. I love Lino. I love Bam. Nobody's beating this team, in my opinion. I'm just being real. I don't see nobody beating this team.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, Cole. Anything can happen on any given Friday night.
Okay.
Or Saturday morning when the championship comes.
I heard that.
So I understand where you at with it, but anything can happen, man. You know, so I know where you at. Don't count none of the teams out, man.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Right.
But
right. So, but I also must say that, you know, in talking to Lino, he told me stuff that Dallas had a tough 4th and 1 pop that he made, you know, on him. You know, like I think he was inside the 20-yard line headed to score. So. You know, Millionaire's bringing something up front on defense also, man. So
Millionaire,
you know, that's a good team.
Let's go. And that's how we coming, man. Let's run through this top 5 again. Number 5, the Norman State Wildcats. Number 4, the Joe W. Brown Spartans. Number 3, the Willie Hall Panthers. Number 2, the Harrell Rams. And the number 1 team, the Millionaire Raiders. That's how we coming. That's how we rocking, Coach Toe. Thank you for your time, brother.
Oh, man. Thank you, man.
And look, you know how we rock, you know how we coming, y'all already know what to do. Holla back.
Holla back.
Yeah.